You cannot win Ukraine. You can kill them all, but you cannot win them.
Oamenilor le este frică, extraordinar de frică.
And once you're on your boat, it's everything you've got, you know.
And in some cases they shoot by guns in this area, so you have to be very carefully.
Și au fost cozi extrem de mari la benzinării.
The problem with pirates?
Erdogan is full of surprises.
Keep away from the Black Sea.
Suez, it's not safe.
Where I have this experience, have a pirate attack.
Are warning about the presence of sea mines drifting in the Black Sea.
Viva Ukraine! Slava Ukraini, slava героям!
How do we feel here in Crete, the war in Ukraine, considering also that we are Romanians? How all these events influence us, our sailing routes and plans, where to go to feel safe, and how all the sailors will be affected by the war. How should we behave on the open sea in times of war? You get all these answers in today's episode. Welcome on The World on Wave. We are Arina, Cătălin and the Doberman Monarch. We are living on our Bavaria 50, planning to see the entire world by boat. We were journalists, so we film everything. If you love boats and the sea and also the miracles of land, if you have your own dreams, you have all the reasons to stick with us.
To account a very high energy prices.
A pumpkin, 10 people that were staying in line to buy bread.
26 years ago, Taisa came to Italy as a child, escaping from an invisible enemy, radioactivity in the Chernobyl area.
Oh my god.
Today, a visible and ominous enemy.
Yes, guys, this is how our days look like since the day the war started. We are all the time watching the news on our computers, on our phones, the Romanian news, the international news.
We are watching the news like the weather forecast.
Yeah, that's right. This reminds me somehow of the period when I was the news reporter, all the time connected with the news. I was never really free. I was creating the news, so I needed to know basically everything possible.
Do you miss it?
I don't. I wanted for us a different life, really, to live aboard, to film all these incredible things, to meet new people, to actually, and I'm sure you guys know exactly what I mean if you're watching this, to live our own lives, not just to report about other people's lives. But in the moment the war started, it crossed my mind that if I would have been in a newsroom, definitely I would have more information. So, but I was a political news reporter. I was used to report from the parliament, so not war zones. Really, I don't think I'm strong enough for that field. Let's show them our meeting with the Ukrainians.
Good idea.
Yes.
Now we are here all these days, like we are not here, we are there. We try to help them how we can. For example, we go for a meeting, we try to pick up some things from our people. We take some people from there. Tomorrow I take some children from there. They have no time to be in the internet, so we find ways to go. And I know that from Kanatop someone wants to go, from Kharkov someone wants to go, so I help them. I do what I can. I cannot do nothing. I wanted to be there, but I have two small children here. I can't leave.
What do you think will happen? What do you think? Because we know what your hopes are.
What I think will happen, for sure, Ukraine will be not will win for sure. Even no one will stay there. They will win. He cannot take us. It's no way. Because all the people, all the women, all the men, they go out. They try to fight with the knives, with the molotov, with everything. They try to stop tanks with their hands, you know.
It is organized by the unions of professors, doctors and workers, and it is a protest against the invasion and the imperialism and the war. We want peace and only peace.
You cannot win Ukraine. You can kill them all, but you cannot win them. I don't know, I just can hope that my country will grow up from the, how you say it? From the ash? Yeah, from the ash, yeah. And that's it. And for sure we will win, for sure. Viva Ukraine! Slava Ukraini, slava героям! Be strong. Thank you. We are with you. But really, Romanian people, Hungarian people, Polish people, they help us too much. I know. Thank you very much.
Take care. Okay.
Thank you.
We are with your hearts with you. Take care.
I know it. Yeah. Thank you.
Peace. This is what the Ukrainians want, and their message can be heard from all over the world, including Rethymno. Not just the teachers and the workers, but also other locals and visitors gathered downtown to light a candle for peace. Then they spread the same request from the beach of the city. Being always in contact with family and friends from our country, we feel that the Romanians are even more affected by the war. In order to understand better the reasons, we are talking to Cristian Pârvulescu, professor, member of the European Economic and Social Committee.
Bună ziua, domnule profesor, vă mulțumesc din suflet că ați acceptat invitația noastră. Este o mare bucurie și o onoare să vă văd din nou. Mi-a fost foarte dor de dumneavoastră, să știți.
Mă bucur foarte mult și faptul că ne întâlnim așa, suntem la distanță de 2000 de kilometri, este excelent. Pe de-o parte, iată, internetul ne permite să ne vedem. Nu ne-am mai văzut de un an de zile, de când încă mai făcea emisiuni la Realitatea TV și pentru mine este întotdeauna o plăcere. Ai fost una din cele mai inteligente studente pe care le-am avut.
Oh, vă mulțumesc, m-am emoționat acum.
Așa a fost.
Aș vrea, domnule profesor, să vorbim despre efectele războiului în România. Cum vedeți dumneavoastră că resimt românii războiul atât de aproape de granițele noastre, în primul rând, și apoi, bineînțeles că aș fi curioasă să-mi spuneți și ce prevedeți dumneavoastră că se va întâmpla.
În România, războiul a luat prin surprindere opinia publică, nu se așteptau. Mulți dintre formatorii de opinie publică îl ironizau pe Joe Biden și anunțau că nu va fi niciun război și de altfel narativul pro-rus, uneori subtil, alteori necenzurat, era foarte popular. Este o frică extraordinară care este înrădăcinată din al doilea război mondial de armata rusă, de agresiunea rusă. Multă lume uită că România a apărut, s-a format împotriva Rusiei și atunci când Rusia a fost înfrântă, pentru că războiul Crimei între 1853-1856 a început pe teritoriul României de azi, Principatelor Unite atunci, pentru că Rusia le-a ocupat. Și a fost un război care seamănă foarte bine cu ce vedem astăzi, în sensul că o coincidență, aceleași puteri, Turcia, Franța, Anglia, acum se mai adaugă Statele Unite ale Americii, se împotriveau Rusiei și în pacea de la Paris s-a oferit României posibilitatea de a se stataliza. Oamenilor le este frică, extraordinar de frică. Și în momentul în care Vladimir Putin a folosit amenințarea nucleară, n-au înțeles-o ca o strategie de negociere și pe o dovadă de slăbiciune, ci ca pe o amenințare efectivă. E o problemă pentru că în România, în general, comunicarea oficialităților nu este bine primită. Adică toate asigurările privind securitatea, participarea la NATO nu au fost crezute. Pe de altă parte, rezistența armatei ucrainiene i-a făcut totuși pe mulți români să se întrebe dacă Rusia este într-adevăr un pericol sau nu. Dar fricile au rămas, ele sunt promovate în continuare pe rețelele sociale, uneori prin intermediari maghiari, spre exemplu cum s-a întâmplat cu panica privind benzina care a avut loc pe 9 martie, spre exemplu, apoi alte panici privind aprovizionarea. Atunci oamenii se lăpustesc în magazine să cumpere ulei, să facă provizii absolut inutile. Absolut inutile, dar fenomenul este un fenomen în continuare marginal. Vorbim de câteva mii de oameni care au căzut prada acestor panici. Riscurile însă de contagiune sunt foarte mari și chiar faptul că nu s-au transformat într-o situație greu de gestionat arată că până la urmă autoritățile au reușit să comunice, deși sunt foarte criticate în România. Solidaritatea cu ucrainienii a fost exemplară. Și aici s-a văzut cât de importantă e societatea civilă, care a rezistat atacurilor din anii 2017-2019 și care s-a putut mobiliza și care a suplinit foarte bine eforturile autorităților.
Vladimir Putin a menționat în mai multe rânduri România. Mă întreb dacă nu asta a amplificat cumva temerile. Scutul de la Deveselu. Cred că de 3-4 ori de când a început războiul a avut ceva de spus de România. Cât de mult ne panichează faptul că auzi din gura celui care a inițiat războiul numele țării tale?
Unii se panichează, știți că existau destul de mulți care începuseră să critique scutul de la Deveselu. Tocmai faptul că Vladimir Putin critică scutul de la Deveselu ne dovedește că acesta are o importanță extraordinară. El nu este ofensiv, este defensiv, dar este cel care ne asigură o apărare extraordinară. Deci scutul de la Deveselu și rachetele Patriot aflate pe teritoriul României ar face imposibilă orice acțiune militară de tipul celei din Ucraina. Suntem protejați inclusiv împotriva unui eventual atac nuclear, dar revin, șansa unui atac nuclear este de 0,1%, trebuie să fim serioși. Inclusiv doctrina militară a Rusiei prevede că arma nucleară nu este folosită decât în un atac asupra Rusiei. Un atac asupra Rusiei pe teritoriul rusesc, NATO nu a făcut niciodată greșeala aceasta.
As our friends tell us, in Romania, the effects of the war are most visible in daily life.
E bine, este destul de multă agitație. Resimțim toate schimbările. Săptămâna trecută, cred că vineri, a fost așa un haos general, deoarece au apărut detalii cum că s-ar scumpi prețul combustibilului foarte, foarte mult. Și au fost cozi extrem de mari la benzinării, persoane care s-au dus cu canistre, cu tot felul de recipiente pentru a-și face un stoc pe o perioadă mai lungă. Prețurile în magazine cresc simțitor la toate alimentele, însă în momentul de față e așa o nebunie cu uleiul. Chiar pe anumite site-uri s-au ajuns la prețuri de foarte, foarte mari, nu știu, 200 de lei, 5 litri de ulei. Wow! Da. Cred că, sincer, este vorba doar de speculă în momentul de față și se profită cumva de situația asta. Oamenii încearcă la fel să-și facă stocuri de produse esențiale, ulei, făină, orez, zahăr. Am prieteni, cunoștințe care îmi trimit, nu știu, spre exemplu, o listă cu buncăre în apropierea casei și-au făcut deja un kit de urgență, acte, lucruri esențiale pe care doar să le iei să fugi. Încercăm pe cât posibil să stăm poate puțin mai departe de tot ce se întâmplă, pentru că te afectează, îți dă o stare destul de anxioasă, să spunem așa. Cu toate astea nu prea ai cum să stai departe. Sunt prieteni, cunoștințe, îți trimit tot felul de întrebări. Spre exemplu, chiar am fost întrebată dacă vreau să fac pașaport și să cipez pisica în caz de ceva, să putem să plecăm cu ea fără niciun fel de probleme. Auzi de la diverse cunoștințe că se discută la muncă despre o relocare în cazul în care va începe războiul, să putem să ne continuăm activitatea din alte părți.
Sperăm să se termină povestea cu țările noastre învecinate și să nu fie nevoie de, nu știu, de o înrolare sau ceva.
Dar cum a apărut povestea asta cu înrolarea?
Despre înrolare, ei bine, tot ce s-a auzit pe media este fake news. Guvernul a confirmat că nu este vorba despre nicio înrolare. Dacă vor avea nevoie, prima dată vor fi înrolați cei care au făcut deja armata, urmând ca ceilalți care nu au făcut armata să aibă o pregătire de câteva luni, dar momentan nu ar trebui să ne gândim la asta, pentru că suntem departe.
Filioci, trebuie să stați liniștiți. Dacă se întâmplă ceva în România, trebuie să veniți, puteți veni la noi pe barcă. Avem locuri special pregătite pentru voi. Doar vă luați bagajele și vă așteptăm aici. A doua casă este aici.
Super, mulțumim!
Și pisica. Și pisica să o luați.
Da, negociem cu monarh cu privire la pisică.
Nu știu cum o să fie.
And we are sailing together to...
Where to go?
In order to decide for the best route, we met and talked to some experienced sailors. What we know for sure is...
where not to go.
I wouldn't sail to near the to Ukraine. The Russian fleet's there apparently off Odessa, and I don't know. I would avoid any area where there's discontent. With all this trouble in Ukraine, I don't think it'd be very wise to try and go in the Black Sea. But I'm a bit cautious that way. And once you're on your boat, it's everything you've got. Everything I've got is on this boat, so I have to be careful.
So I would say that I am not curious at all to go up north to the Black Sea and to discover the Black Sea, the countries all around, and especially now, for sure. My son is living in Romania, and we would like to go with the boat in Constanța, but probably we have to wait. Yeah, we have to wait a few years.
But certainly next summer we will do it.
Keep away from the Black Sea and that area.
Romanian, Bulgarian and Greece authorities are warning about the presence of sea mines drifting in the Black Sea, reaching the area on the shores of the Ukrainian port city of Odessa and endangering maritime traffic. The mines are a threat for all the boats, so the Romanian authorities have announced that they are going to check the area and are ready to neutralize explosive devices. In case you discover floating objects similar to mines, you should report immediately to the Romanian phone number 0040 241 561 040.
Turkey?
I've been with my boat in Turkey already, and the people are fantastic, amazing, nice, really nice, welcoming and everything. And the places are beautiful, but the authority are a little bit more chauvinist, less welcoming, more procedure, more control, more put the flag like this, put the flag like that. But the country is fantastic, the people are fantastic.
Turkey is nice. I presume you've got pilot books.
They're lovely people, the Turkish people. They are. We've been there quite a couple of years, so they're nice people.
Erdogan is full of surprises. I hope not, but you never know. I mean, we see it day by day, and now with this new example that he has, maybe he could try to do something, to follow the example. So I hope not for the Greeks, because we don't like to have wars.
You just need to have specific certificates about coronavirus that they request you to the time that you are boarding, and you need to inform in the local port state control 1 day before arrival that we are going and what is the purpose that you are going. Generally, they are very good and very kind persons in Turkey. They are very hospitality. They have a lot of the similar persons like Greece. It's exactly the same. You don't have to be afraid for anything.
Med, Atlantic America.
West, Italy, Sicily, Spain, or Africa. So you are nearly by by the Atlantic. Yes. So you can say it's everything. It's bad. You put water inside and food and go for a long time. If I start for a long trip, I go Gibraltar, of course. Yeah.
Crossing the Atlantic can be quite easy.
November, October.
Yeah, no, you leave. Well, from here you've got to get to Gibraltar, and then you can either go down to Cabo Verde or the Canaries and then cross. 3 weeks is plenty, but for the actual crossing, that's very, very totally different from here. You know, you're all alone. There's nobody out there. You probably won't be in a shipping lane because the ships, of course, being motors, go from A to B, straight line, and sailing boats have to follow the wind. So you won't see many ships. So that would be nice. And you've got quite a fast boat, I would imagine. I'm sure you can do it in probably less than 3 weeks, about 3,000 miles. Yeah.
Yes, it's good voyage, and they make a lot of times. Plenty of sailing yards, but you need to have someone with you, something like escort company, like that, not a unique boat.
Or maybe also a crew?
Go together. It's much better if you have more persons on board, for sure, and experienced persons that they already make this kind of times. Atlantic is easier. The only danger is the waves and the wind.
Or maybe Suez.
Suez, it's not safe. It's not safe. In the sea there, it's very rough seas. So, and as we talked before a little bit about safety, I don't take any risk. Zero risk. It's like in aviation. Zero risk, it's better. You are ready to lose something to do that? No. So don't do that.
If you're wanting to circumnavigate the world, the way to go from here would be go down to the Red Sea, because you're already here. You know, you're only a few days away from the Red Sea from here. So, yeah.
Do we have to worry for the pirates?
We can't say we've never been there.
No, we've never been, but we've always heard that people come together and sail in a group down there in the bottom of the Red Sea. But from these past 12 months and more, we've never heard anything about piracy.
It's a lot of money. It's 1,500 for a short boat like mine. Then, do you know there's a problem with pirates by the Horn of Africa? I don't know. It's not. I don't prefer this route.
You have the pirates that you need to be carefully. Well, I have this experience. I have a pirate attack in the Suez Canal, but I've been with a big boat, bulk carrier, that was 220 meters. We increased the speed into the maximum. We are surrounded with 5-6 reefs, and we try to avoid them with extreme maneuvering things of the boat. We alter the course, starboard hard and port hard, so we push them with the waves. And we have also some water defense with from our firework system to make them more difficult to climb in to the vessel. And we put also some extra iron to increase the meter of the height of the climbing, to make as much as difficult we can for them. We are going as a convoy, and we have the container ship that support us, and we have also another LNG ship that is forward of us, and we proceed close to him. That this make them more difficult for them, because they cannot use a lot of fireworks close to the LNG. It's dangerous for them even. If they shoot, it's dangerous to have any accident to the bigger this LNG ship, and gonna make a lot of damage until around 100 miles distance. So nobody gonna miss from that.
Okay.
And this is the way that why we avoid them.
We don't have such helps as you did then, and such big ship. But still, if we would encounter, let's say, pirates, how we need to react?
And no need to panic at the first, and to negotiate direct with them. You need to have an insurance before you pass, and specific insurance that you make for this area. So it's sometimes difficult. They don't like to stall something so small. Don't have anything to receive, food or something like this. So if you have, do you hear me?
Yes.
Even if you have some small amount about cash, you can give me by negotiate. We have this, take it and leave us alone.
Okay.
They don't like to make damage to the humans or injuries, nothing. It's just for the money.
I don't see any dangers in Suez Canal. Suez Canal is very safe.
Piracy?
Yes, no problem. No, the piracy is not dangerous for the sailing boats. The piracy is dangerous for the boats, for the ships who have loads, money, and capabilities to give them money in the way they asked. Don't worry about that.
Or just the amazing Greece.
I would stay here in this place in Greece, in the Mediterranean Sea, and have if we have really a big problem with this war, it doesn't matter where you are. It's my meaning. Only I hope I hope the situation come good. But in the moment, it's really a hot point. There's so many crazy people, old people, and they have the fucking button, yeah.
I would just hang around in the Med.
I really don't think you got any problems here in the eastern Mediterranean.
I will tell you my experience. Always next to you, it's the best place.
Next to us?
Next to you, it's the best place. All the people are dreaming to go to the Caribbean or to Pacific. Believe me, if you explore Greece, the island of Greece, I don't know how many islands we have in Greece. Hundreds?
Hundreds.
But
Yeah.
at least
Thousands, I would say.
at least 50 that you can explore with your boat. You have almost for lifetime. Almost for lifetime, and it's better than any other place in the world, because it's close, it's Europe, it's safety here. Nobody will steal your boat here. Nobody come on your boat to steal material from your boat. I can tell you a lot of country that it's not safe at all. You need to lock everything when you go down with the dinghy to shore. Other country you come back, if you didn't secure your dinghy, the dinghy disappear. Here you can do what you want. Nobody touch.
You have to do first Greece and then let's start from Greece and go to the west.
All the sailors dream to come to Greece.
Yeah.
All the sailors, really. I don't know one person who's been in Greece with his boat who say, another place it's better. There is no better. Better if you like it, better what is your program. A lot of people, also sailors, they like to see the world. To see the world, that means to travel, and when they finish the tour, they come back to the same place. Most of the time it's Greece or Thailand.
The most safe place in Greece for sure is not close to the borders to Turkey. Yeah, I mean the islands, Chios, Samos, Rhodos, Simi, it's more complicated, the stuff there. But from opposite side, the government already increased the measurements about security. Even NATO have already plenty of defense boats there. It's much better if you choose a place that is close to Saronik, either Spetses, Portoheli. It's more safety. And from the other side is Ioniou.
As you have seen in the previous episode, we had the chance to meet the naval admiral Evangelos Apostolakis, former Minister of Defense of Greece. He was also the Chief of Hellenic Navy General Staff, then the Chief of National Defense General Staff, so we took the opportunity to ask for some advice.
You have to avoid the war areas. So you are a journalist, you know very well where wars are, what the situations are. Generally, the sailing routes are safe. Mm-hmm. There are just some few places you have to avoid, not because of the war mostly, but because of the dangers that are existing
in that
areas many years ago. Because of the piracy, because of the no well control of the police, no existing harbor police, and you have to plan your trips from harbor to harbor carefully.
If we are in the open sea and we find out that a war started and eventually the operation theater military is just including the area we are, how should we react? What to do?
To avoid the area.
But we are already in the area, let's say.
You have to avoid the area, to go out. Mm-hmm. There is, you have communication through the radio, so you have informations about all the areas you are. There are notices who says avoid this area and avoid this area because you have to follow that. Because probably you are going to be between an area of exercise, of military exercise. And in some cases they shoot by guns in this area, so you have to be very carefully. Normally these areas are close to the coasts, and also they are in the territorial water of the countries. But you have to be informed. You have to be very careful on that. A sailing boat is a boat who has two persons inside who are seeking for good and easy harbors, for interesting areas. They don't bother nobody, so nobody is going to touch them. So I don't think that there is any problem. Also, I don't believe that this war is going to affect the sailing routes. So the sailing routes are going to be influenced by the cost, because the energy is going to be a little bit higher cost, so the routes are going to be more expensive.
Guys, if you enjoyed this, the best way...
Subscribe!
And don't forget, hit the like button.
on the boat, it's your residence. You can run with your residence, so you feel more secure. Now, if it's a war there, you take the boat, and in few days you are in the other side of the world. So it's more safe on the boat finally than to have a house. Yeah.
So, where to go?
Route number 1. Route number 2. Route number 3.
Mama tell me say no sell the gungo peas. Mama tell me say we shell the gungo peas. Want all beef, don't put with it.
Route number 4.
Some cow skin, don't put with it. Some chicken foot, don't put with it. Gungo soup now, she want to drink. Some soup now.
Guys, please help us with your opinion in the comment section. Thank you so much.
For early updates and funny things, you also find The World on Wave on Facebook, Instagram and TikTok. We would be really grateful if you may consider to support us on Patreon. With your help, you will experience new and interesting things around the world. You have the power to make it happen. And don't forget, follow your dream.